The TONOR TC-777 is a USB condenser type microphone that is designed to deliver a good sound while keeping the price relatively low. And it is low as the microphone can be acquired for around $42 or euros, which makes it one of the most affordable USB powered microphones available on the market right now. Mind you, other models are also present in this price range, but we have to give TONOR the credit that they deserve, as the price of under $50 for a condenser mic is very cheap. We start with the packaging and the accessories, and there is plenty to talk about. First of all, everything is neatly packaged in a small cardboard box. However, although this microphone is cheap, the internal packaging isn't. The microphone itself is protected by soft, high-quality foam, and the same can be said for the accessories. Speaking of which, the TONOR TC-777 has a few accessories included and pre-installed. There is a small foldable tripod, a single mini shock mount, one pop filter, one foam cap, the manual and the service card. And that's it for the accessories, and most of them are already installed on the microphone itself, apart from the pop filter, which is packaged in a small bag. This microphone has a cardioid pickup pattern, which means that it will capture the sound in front of the microphone and nothing else. This is why the microphone is advertised as ideal for voiceovers or voice recording, as you can have it right in front of you and get the best possible performance and sound experience, while also having minimal background noise being recorded. Noises such as the outside world or you typing on the keyboard. The overall performance of the microphone is further improved by the accessories, which are, as I've said before, already installed. We start with the mini shock mount, which will isolate the microphone from noises that are transmitted from the outside, such as hitting the surface on which the microphone sits on. Also, any vibrations will be dampened by the flexible strings that hold the microphone in place. Then there is a tripod, which is made out of metal for the most part, thankfully. It is also foldable and can be removed by unscrewing it from the base of the shock mount. There isn't much more to say about it apart from the fact that it does its job and provides a solid base for the microphone to sit on, as opposed to some plastic-made tripods that are flexible and will not last in time. Also, the tripod legs have rubber pads for increased grip and to prevent any scratches from appearing. The TONOR TC-777 also has its own foam protective cover. The main purpose of this item is to protect the microphone from sound pressure. In simpler terms, this cover will reduce the wind noise you hear when recording your voice. The great thing about this item being already included with the microphone is that it saves you quite a bit of headache of looking and buying one. That process is never fun for any microphone. The cable of the microphone has a length of approximately 1.5 meters and is flexible enough to work with. The connector used is a standard USB 2.0, which is compatible with all types of the regular USB headers. However, there is an issue with this cable. I understand that in order to lower the price of the microphone, some compromises have to be made, but to have a cable that is non-removable is something that I do not take lightly. The issue with having a non-removable cable is that what you require in terms of the length of the cable will vary based on your setup. Also, many people want to have their own cable with their microphone. It is not a deal breaker, but you need to keep it in mind when looking for a microphone. Anyway, this is a microphone, so let's see how it performs. The competing microphone will be the Blue Yeti USB. Not because it is close in terms of price, it isn't, but because it is one of the best USB microphones for the asked price. Also because everyone would ask me how it sounds like against a Blue Yeti. For our testing, there is no software editing done at all for both microphones, and I will try to stay at the same distance in relation to both microphones. And this is how the TONOR TC-777 sounds like. As you can hear, the audio quality is pretty good, however, there is a lack of bass and the depth of the voice could have been a bit better. However, when you are looking for a microphone in this price range, if the sound quality is good and clear, I'd consider that a win and call it a day. Also, here is how a mechanical keyboard sounds like when used with this microphone. Keep in mind that the microphone itself is right next to the keyboard, as most people would have it. And this is how the Blue Yeti microphone sounds like, placed at a roughly the same distance from me on the desk. The audio quality difference is quite noticeable, as it better be because the Yeti is more expensive and has fewer accessories. In addition, here is how the same keyboard sounds like with the microphone placed on the same surface. Here you can see how the lack of a shock mount will cause issues, as the noise of the typing will get passed on into the microphone body. The TONOR TC-777 is a good and affordable USB microphone. The sound quality is good and you can get more out of it through softer or better positioning of the microphone and its pop filter. One of the main advantages of this microphone is, however, the ease of use. It is a plug-and-play product and requires no software to function properly. However, the lower price tag means that some compromises had to be made, and one of them is the non-removable cable, which is a disappointment, especially since many users would like to have either a shorter or a longer cable, or some even want particular cables that are more resistant to pets or tearing. The second drawback is the quality of the body of the microphone. It feels like thin plastic. It might be made out of plastic, I can't be sure, which is why I'm not saying it is plastic, but it sure feels like it. It won't affect the performance of the microphone, but don't expect Blue Yeti levels of quality here, especially for a microphone under $50 US. The TONOR TC-777 is a good choice for someone that doesn't really want to invest a whole lot into their audio recording setup. Not at first anyway. The audio quality is good and the ease of usage will make it a joy to work with, especially for those that are just started learning. If you like this review, then you can perhaps consider subscribing for more, and if you want to support the channel in a direct way, then in the description below you can find both the Patreon and subscriber star pages of the channel.